be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down. Let me down.
Hello and welcome to the Team Talk. I'm your host Dan, and today we're going to talk about Leicester, Man City and Man United game. Fair result for United, 1-0 win, but being a United fan, that just ain't good enough. There's so many little mistakes being made, it is costing United dear. We've seen that in previous games. Defensive foul is not enough up front. We've got the players who are capable of it, but they just are not performing. There are a few exceptions to that, so like McTominay is coming along brilliantly. Yeah, he may be making a few errors, but he is a young lad. But he's been quite possibly the most consistent and best performer for United this season. And that's just not right. When you've got players like Pogba, who are apparently £100 million, they should be performing. They should be setting a tone, setting a pace for United. Yeah, Pogba didn't play against Leicester. About bloody time. He's been off the boil for a while. Whether it's due to injury or just lack of performance, lack of fitness, he needs to be dropped. Other people need to be put in to show he is expendable. Once you get too big for the team, you need to get them out. If they become egotistical, they need to go. We've seen it done with world-class players in the past at United, and that's something that needs to be brought back. No player is bigger than United. But McTominay is breaking up play. He's working hard to get about. He's going to be one for the future. Personally, this performance is carry on this season. He should be given the captain's armband because he might just be a bloody leader. Something United are lacking at the minute. A true out-and-out leader. Mate, don't even get me started on him. He just is not good enough. In his sold to a low division club, he just is not good enough for United. I've seen it the last few years when he's been played, whether it was with Pogba. Alright, he just hasn't got what it takes to be in a top flight team, one with the best team in the country. Yeah, I know people are going to say Liverpool and City, and I'm biased, I don't care. Fact is, I consider United to be the best team in the country. Not just because of the way they play, but their reputation. A match just ain't good enough. Lindelof, he's making errors at the back. Yeah, he's a good player, but he's more like a player who would cover a world-class player. He would cover a regular. If regular's injured, fatigued, tired, he's the type of player you should be able to call in, say, we need you for this game, we need to cover. So, sounds like, can we recuperate a bit? He's not a starter. He's not a key player. He shouldn't be starting 11 every week. We need another centre back. Maguire, he's settling, so I'll give him a bit of time, but I still don't reckon he's worth 85 million. So defensively, there are too many faults, too many mistakes. But going forward, yeah, we're great on the counter, but there needs to be that extra piece of cutting edge. We've got the players, we've got the creativity. Rashford ain't the smallest of blokes. They should be winning balls in the air. We don't want to be playing out from back, because if we lose it, we're screwed. We need the occasional route one, old-fashioned goal kick. Get the attackers challenging their defenders in the air. Rashford needs to add that little extra to his game now. Not just for United, not just for his United career, but for his England career as well. Because with the emergence of Tammy Abraham this season, Rashford is going to be at risk. Yeah, it's great for England as a whole. Now we've got players like Kane, Rashford and Abraham. But as if I was England manager, I'd be looking at Abraham, Rashford like, well, here's what he's doing, here's what he's doing. I'd go with Abraham. Just over the start of the season. Which isn't good for Rashford. Now I like Rashford, great player. But he needs to add that something extra now. If he wants to maintain his international call-ups, he needs to add that extra. Start adding more goals, more assists. Dan James, he's come along quite nicely. He's got an unfair reputation of diving, despite the fact he's been clipped and caught. But it happens. When you move that fast, referees ain't always going to be able to catch things. And it's understandable that they've done. But he's got to learn to try and step up at times as well. We've seen it before. Players getting a bad reputation when there should be a decision it's not given. And that's the part of this game that you may need to change. When you're moving that fast, yeah, it's difficult to set up. Often playing football, I've been going full pelt, get caught, go down. But try to fight, try to stay up, because you never know. I've been caught playing 5-a-side, I've been caught playing full 11-a-side. You break up that wing, you get caught, and yeah, there are times where you will go down. But try to stay up. If you take a couple of stumbles, if you don't think gaining balance, then yeah, just let it go. But if you've got a chance of regaining that balance and continuing to run, that's what you need to do. Wan-Bissaka, he's got to add something going forward in this game. So we've got good players, great players, young prospects coming up, and they've got to add more to their game to be more of a threat. But yeah, United fans of my generation, we were spoiled with the likes of Neville, Beckham, Giggs, Scholes, Keane. The football has changed. But there are things which are still the same. Your fullbacks need to be able to cross as well. I don't care if you've got 1 up front, 3 up front, 2 up front. Your fullbacks, if they're pushing up, they need to be able to cross. Your wingers, they've got to take players on one-on-one. If they get one-on-one, they need to take them on. And United just ain't doing that. And when you've got a keeper who's been making mistakes over the last couple of seasons, you don't want to rely on him too much. And that could be affecting the team. So if need be, take De Gea out for a few games, give the backup keeper a few games in, just so De Gea can clear his head. It could just be he feels certain things will need just a few days to clear his head. It could be that there are things going behind the scenes which he ain't been able to sort out because he's playing. Therefore, drop him. Give him a couple of weeks out. Give the backup keeper a chance. It might change the dynamics of the team. Backup keeper might have more confidence at this moment in time, and therefore could perform better, allowing the defenders, the midfielders and attackers to perform better. So first game of the season against Chelsea, 4-0. There's no pressure on anyone, first game. You want to get off to a good start, but you understand it ain't the end of the world. The dynamics of the team was completely different. Since then, lost 1, drawn 2. We've seen De Gea with another mistake. We've seen Lindelof with mistakes. Pogba giving the ball away way too easy. when he's meant to be the starters, he ain't good enough. Until if we can get in another defender, a centre back, just to create a bit more security, so you can take Lindelof out, put someone else in. Pogba, he needs to be dropped for an extended period of time, just to make sure he gets it into his goal. He ain't bigger than the club. Yeah, he didn't play yesterday against Leicester, and thank God for that. It's just really irritating me at the minute. Really getting on my nerves. He is such an arrogant, egotistical prick that he is dragging the name of the club down. He's dragging the reputation down with his antics on the pitch. Gets a little tap, goes down. Loses the ball, cleanly, goes down. Always fluffing passes. He misplacing his shots. He's got to get his head out of his arse and focus on the game. Martial, again, didn't play. He's doing well, but he needs to add that little extra as well. United have the players to really contend for the title this season, but they've got to perform, and they're just not. You could say it's down to tactics, in which case Solskjaer's got to do something. You could say it's down to the players themselves, in which case Solskjaer's got to show us tenacity and balls by dropping these players and saying, no, if you ain't performing, you ain't playing. If it's just generally the opposing teams are playing well, then Solskjaer's got to mix it up and get the best out of these players. So, United have the players. They've got the attacking threat to score goals. And they've got a defensive line which can do well. Wan-Bissaka is young, quick. Maguire is, again, not worth 85 million, but he's doing well. Lindelof, not what I'd call a starter week in, week out, but does okay for the most part, but too prone to mistakes. If he can cut the mistakes out, then yeah, he might be able to push to be a star for a big club, but at this moment in time he is not. McTominay is coming along brilliantly. He is one for the future. I'd say if he continues that this season, give him the captain's armband because he is a true leader. I've seen it in previous games where United scored and he's trying to encourage the team to push on, get more. He's covering that pitch. He has shown himself to be a future leader of the club. He is a future captain. Especially with that attitude, that mindset. We've got youngsters coming up who are good. They may not be, say, as experienced as lots of Pogba or Matic, very experienced players there. But you don't need to be experienced to put in a good performance. I already mentioned about Tony Abraham, but you've got Mason Mount coming up for Chelsea. Again, two youngsters who've been given a chance. We've seen youngsters in the past, when given a chance, can perform. And perform to a very high standard. And it is that is needed. Youngsters who can put the experienced players under threat. Put the key players under threat, at risk of losing their position. Because if they lose their position, they lose their chance at international, going to other clubs which they want to go to. Their wages, they ain't going to be worth as much. Pay them less. And that there is what's needed. So if need be, drop Pogba for these youngsters. Drop Mata. Well, not Mata because he barely plays now, but Matic. Even if you've got to drop Rashford just to get into his head, you are not indispensable. You may be good, but we will find someone else who can do a job. Solskjaer has to start getting these players performing, and performing to a very high standard. He's had long enough now. He's got a worse win percentage than the previous 3 managers United have had. And no United fan like them. So how long do you reckon he's going to get? Yeah, he's a United legend as a player. United fans love him as a player. His start was fantastic. But since he's been given the job full time, no. It's been wasteful. He just ain't getting it out of the players anymore. So he has to do something. He can't be a yes man to his players, he can't suck up to his players. He's got to get in their face. He's got to get on their backs and get the players playing, not for money, not for to move elsewhere, but for the fans. For pride. The pride of United has gone. Their backbone, which they've had, has gone. And Solskjaer needs to do something. I don't care if in the next game he plays a team full of youngsters. I don't care if Mason Greenwood, Gomez, Dan James, Wan-Bissaka, they're the players that he used. And lots of Rashford, Pogba are dropped. Just as long as it gets the message through, you are not indispensable, you have to perform. It will be, yeah, it may not be the greatest result, we may get thrashed in that game, but it shows you're not afraid. And that's what Solskjaer needs to do. He needs to show he is in charge. Something he has not done yet. He needs to show the players he's the boss, he's in charge. You perform or you're out. Then the players might actually start performing the way they need to. We've still got tough games coming up against City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham. And if we perform like we did against Leicester, we're going to get beat. I'm being funny. Norwich beat Chelsea or beat Man City over the weekend. Just by playing Norwich football. If we play like we did against Norwich, Norwich will win. And Norwich are a team we should normally beat. Historically we would beat them. Now I'm actually becoming concerned that we won't. So Solskjaer's got to do something. And fast. Time is not on his side. Because there will come a point where the fans start going, oh no, this is enough. You've been given time, you've been given transfer window to start making the changes, but you're so busy faffing about over one player that you didn't bring in players who should have been brought in. And that just ain't good enough. Solskjaer does need to do something drastic, and the sooner the better. The sooner he gets these players to understand he's in charge, they need to perform to play, the better it is for United and its fans. So I guess that's it for now. So until next time, see you on the field. Bye.